Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Did You Know series. I am Elise Lambert, and I'm delighted to be with you today. It is so exciting to see you all join. As always, want to hear where you're coming in from. Also, if you have been to one of our Did You Know webinars in the past as well, so feel free to put that in the chat where you're coming in from. And we are going to get started today. I have so much to talk to you about, so much to share. So we're going to dive right in. But of course, we have San Diego and Houston, North Georgia, Ozarks, Vegas, Texas. I myself am in Fort Worth, Texas, and we are going to be talking today about mastering lead generation in referrals. I think this is something that is very important. This is something that I think everyone has top of their mind, no matter where you are in your practice, whether you've had it for many, many years, or maybe it's you're just getting started. Mastering this is a key component to doing what it is you do, and that's creating immense amount of value for your clients and prospects. And so here we go. Here I am, Elise Lambert, Director of Enterprise Product and Partner Marketing. Find me on LinkedIn, follow me, let's be friends. I, of course, want to see all the amazing work you guys are doing. I want to see you guys putting into play of everything that we're working on. So each month we're tackling a different piece of the FMG dashboard of the platform. And so hopefully we're taking each piece and we're able to build upon it and grow, and we can grow together. So housekeeping, before we get started, we will be sending a recording to you afterwards. So look up for that follow up. And today we have some really cool giveaways and even some prizes we're sending out. So you have to stay till the end. And of course, this is where I will happily tell you to log into the FMG dashboard, follow along, put this into play in real time so that you guys can make the most value out of our time together and put it into play. I know how busy you are. You guys wear so many different hats as financial professionals. And so let's rock this thing. Let's do this. And so we've gotten some feedback in the past that the chat can be it can be maybe distracting. Some of you love the chat, so if it's a little distracting, feel free to minimize it. Otherwise, feel free to share ideas in the chat. I always want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your ideas. I want this to be a community. I love us all coming together monthly. And so whatever you prefer there, feel free and do that. Oh, yay, we have so many people coming in from all across the country. Yes, I feel like it's cold everywhere right now. Is that the case? Like, we are in Texas, and of course, if we even get just like this much snow, the whole world shuts down. But it's pretty funny to see, but nice to see everyone. Okay, so last month, I always like to go through this. We discussed it's so weird, 2024, we're here. But in 2023, December, we talked about building out your 2024 plan. So if you missed this, make sure you are attending and subscribing to our LinkedIn and our YouTube page. So our YouTube is where you can find past Did You Know webinars, and this is a really great one. And I'm actually about to launch a poll. So I want to see where we all are, and it's, have you put together your 2024 marketing plan yet? And so yes, no, or not yet, it's coming. Rome wasn't built in a day. Want to see where we are. And the great news is it is not too late. We are still in that first month, still ample time, and there is no better time to get started than now. So if you haven't looked at that, find us on YouTube. Maybe here in a little bit, I'll share that YouTube link in the chat so you guys can go and check that out. But what we're going to discuss today is social media and blogs, email automation and referral campaign, events and webinars, and of course, demo. And depending on how much demo we have, depends on how much time we have and how much talking I'm going to be doing. But really, these are all key elements to driving lead generation and, of course, building referrals to help you build your business, to help you be a rock star in 2024. And so there is a big problem out there, and it's because there is a lack of lead gen. There's a lack of people. People just say, man, if I could just have, one extra client every so often, it would really be the icing on the cake. That would be the exact thing I need to really propel my business. And so 77% of advisors lack mature onboarding client process. So a clear process helps convert leads into clients. So today we're going to be really talking about that first part of the funnel, right? The lead generation, and how we are going to accomplish that. And then I'm going to leave you with this question is, okay, once that lead comes in, what does your current onboarding process look like for prospects and even clients, right? We want to make sure that we are providing a world-class service to those that we help. And so what does your current onboarding process look like? In the chat, maybe add something that you feel sets your onboarding process aside or sets you apart from the others. I've heard really fun things like, hey, we always send our new clients cookies, or I make sure to send them an email that's customized to them right when they join our family, our organization, come on board as a client. So if there's any fun ideas, share those in the chat. We can get some ideas and conversation running. But yeah, so if we could just create a process and provide these ideas and strategies that we can implement, then we're going to be in a great place. So we're going to talk about these 3 strategies for turning leads into loyal clients and, of course, raving fans. So and before I get into each 1, 2, 3, I want to think about which tactics give you the most bang for your dollar, right? The most bang for your buck. We know that you guys, of course, wear so many different hats. And so how can you work smarter, not harder? And let's be tactical with this. So this is some numbers that we have from Kits's and the most widely used marketing strategies by financial advisors. You will see that client referrals is number 1. And of course, we can have all the marketing wheels spinning, and we could be doing webinars and events and a lot of client appreciation things and whatnot. But we know, and this stands true and has stood true for the test of time, but referrals are the best and easiest way to grow your practice. And so how do we do that? That's number 1. But of course, on top of that, COIs, networking, social media, client appreciation, website, blogs, education events. And so in addition, what are some of these marketing strategies that advisors are using to drive client referrals, to drive COIs, to drive education events and webinars? And one of the biggest ones we're seeing, of course, is videos, paid ads, marketing consultancy, but webinars, direct mail, and podcasts are some of the ones that we're seeing. So are you guys using any of these? Feel free to put them in here. But COI just got that question in the chat. It means center of influence. And we have a little bit in that. Some people call them SMEs. Some people call them center of influences. But firms with a documented ideal client persona, the client value proposition, and a marketing plan attracted 42% more clients and 45 more new client assets in 2021. So this is a couple years old at this point, but the numbers stay true. So client referrals represent a declining percentage of new assets as you move from smallest RIAs to largest. And then marketing is the exact opposite here. So it increases as a percentage of new assets and is the greatest for the top performing RIAs. So have you identified your ideal client persona? Who is your perfect client, right? Is it a 50 to 65 retiree, pre-retiree that enjoys golf and wine and travel? Or are you marketing towards those millennials in their wealth building stages? Have you identified who this person is? Because that's going to help be specific in these tactics that we're about to talk about. And your value proposition, right? Have you defined what your current value proposition is, what sets you apart, and of course, that marketing plan? Being able to execute on that plan and have clear tactics and strategies and goals that you want to accomplish. would love to hear in the chat, or I guess see in the chat, what some of your specific goals are this year regarding marketing. Is it, hey, you know what, we want to increase our LinkedIn following by 10%, or you know what, we want to hold more webinars this year, or maybe it's, you know what, we just want to start automating our emails. Let's hear what some of your goals are that are specific to you and your organization. We want to attempt the webinar realm. One of my favorites. I think that is a great one. Love that. Attempting webinars. Yay. Okay. Goals to leverage the FMG system. Absolutely. I think it's creating that foundation within the FMG platform so that you have your contacts uploaded, that you have your email automations turned on, you have your social media on autopilot, right? So there's a lot of different things that we can do, but really cool to see all of these. Getting a new client via LinkedIn, really great. All right, so we're going to keep moving through here, but summarizing marketing tactics by select metrics, right? So what are some of these marketing tactics and who's using them and how satisfied are those clients, success rate, and revenue per new client? I think that's a really important piece. So you might have to get in close to see these numbers, but we see, of course, client referrals, and the success rate of those is 96. So when we get those raving fans and they're passing along your praise, that's one of the best ways to do that, and a high ROI. Again, another piece of revenue per client. So I'm going along these, I'm looking at my high numbers. Webinars, that's one of the easiest things. Webinars are free, they take your time. But with that, one of our revenue per clients is the highest right there. So usage rate, success rate, revenue per client, and efficiency, right? We want to be efficient in our efforts. In a perfect world, we would have a whole marketing team that's, we're delegating to, and one's doing emails and webinars and podcasts and videos. But let's think about what's the best use of your time? Where is our ROI? How can we create value to encourage referrals and create value for lead gen? All right, so first we're going to talk about today is social media and blogs. So I've seen a couple people that they want to grow their LinkedIn and maybe host events, which we're going to get to in a second. But social media and blogs are such a great way to drive leads. So your online presence matters more today than ever before. Your social footprint is so important. And so 93% of online experiences begin with a search engine, right? So people are going to Google financial professional near me, financial advisor in Fort Worth, Texas. And so do you have your website up, and is it kept up to date? Do you have your LinkedIn and business Facebook pages updated and ready to go? These are really important for our search engine optimization. When people go online and they go to your website, when they go to your LinkedIn page, they want to see that you are relevant. They want to see that it is kept up. And leads from search engines have 14.6% close rate, while outbound leads have smaller close rate. So advisors who get 6 to 10 or 11 plus clients per year have a client link on their website. So do you have those clear calls to actions on your website? So if someone finds you on social media, they're now going to your website. How are we capturing these leads? Do you have a clear call to action on there? Really great way to capture that, to get a button seat after that, or maybe you're doing a virtual consultation with them. So do you use a calendaring link? Do you use a clear call to action? Do you have a form to capture that? And if you don't, we have some giveaways that I will be providing later on that we'll talk about. So in addition to social media, and we can go back to some of our old Did You Know webinars where I've talked about optimizing your LinkedIn and social media tactics. But now we're going to talk about blogs, because blogs can be used to talk to your specific audience. So who is that persona? Do you work, like I said, with pre-retirees or millennials? Or maybe you work with occupation-specific niche market. So maybe it is business owners, it's medical professionals, it's CPAs. So who are we targeting? And let's start to utilize blogs in a way that which we can identify who our target audience is. And So with these blogs, here's a couple blog tips. And in the chat, put if you're using blogs or not. Want to see how many are doing that, or if you're looking to use blogs, and maybe add how often you're utilizing these blogs as well. But with blogs, for specific questions, right? We need a strong title. Ask a question. Headers with keywords to break up sections so we can read it clearly, right? We just don't want long pieces of content. We want to break it up, add some images, add bold headlines, and go in depth on one granular topic. So if we're talking about, maybe we want to do a blog in the coming year, we can do it on financial wellness. And maybe you can do one specifically on that. If you're looking for blog inspiration, go to the FMG content library, go to the web content and utilize that as your blog posts. And then start to add some keywords, spice it up so it matches who your target audience is. And of course, another piece of blogging 101 is making sure we're linking to a couple other pages. Those can be linking to a calculator on your website. Those can be linking to your YouTube page. Those can be linking to another informational piece or page on your website. And it's one of those things that people are like, man, I feel like I've been hearing about blogs forever. These seem old. They are a really important piece to search engine optimization, especially when people are going online to finding you. So how does this tie into lead generation? It ties in that we are capturing those leads when they go to Google, and then they're coming to our website, and there they are. All right, so partnering with SMEs, or this could be a COI. So this is a really great way to build and expand on your network. So who are these people? These can be people that work in a specific field, or they work primarily with a certain audience, but partnering with them to provide extra blogs, to partner with them for webinars, to partner with them on social media posts, to come together, share networks, share expertise and knowledge, and continue to build that way. So retirement planning, right? Retirement coaches or counselors. This could be CPAs, estate attorneys, Social Security benefits consultants. We have economics, right? So finance professors, market analysts, market people that can provide market perspective, tax planning, of course, that's always a big one, bringing on a CPA, aligning with them, risk management, insurance. So depending on what all you provide, we can always continue to bring on more value and services. Educations, savings, college savings, financial aid officers at the local university or college, behavioral finance. This is one that has become increasingly popular as of recent. And then we've seen a lot of trends, especially a lot of people talking about this on social media, but psychologists, therapists specializing in finance-related stress, decision-making issues, opportunities, behavioral finance and economics. Very, very hot keyword right now. Cybersecurity and fraud protection. That is a really big one too. And of course, yes, these will all be sent afterwards, as well as some really great giveaways that we will be adding. And sustainable and social responsible investing. ESG is a big one right now. So in the chat, put who are some of the people that you have partnered with, or you're looking to partner with, maybe for a webinar, or bring them on as a specialist for a blog post. Some of the other ones that I've seen that I thought were really fun is some people have done a small yay and they did one on wine. We've seen some where they bring on a nutritionist or a like a workout instructor, and they've done stuff for that. So, and I've seen some people use blogs 2 times a week, some are once. One I saw was women's self-defense, really cool ideas. Medicare specialists, safety experts, that's really great. Love these, cool. Yeah, keep showing ideas with other people that you've partnered with. And next, we're going to talk about email automations and campaigns and how we can automate this. And so we are taking advantage of those lead generation. But as leads come in, so when those leads come in, as those referrals come in, what does your drip marketing look like? Do you have a process and system in place to tackle this? So First, once we collect prospects' emails on your website, so they go to your website, they fill out a form, or maybe they have set up a meeting with you, we now need to organize these together and put them in a list. And then we can email them over time. So we can provide valuable, educational, timely content to them. We have some of those email sequences and the FMG dashboard that you can drip on. We can create a group and create a, I would call this my marketing group. And if I'm grouping them, but make sure you're utilizing those CRM tags if you're tied in with your CRM, whether you're using a Salesforce or a Wealthbox or Redtail, or just group them in the FMG dashboard. And the more clear you can get, so again, if you have that niche, that persona, you can start to send very specific sequences to them. So again, if I'm doing business owners, I'm going to make sure I have my business owners tagged in my CRM, grouped appropriately in the dashboard. And I am now going to create a sequence for my business owners and talk directly to them. And then I'm going to create a webinar specifically for my business owners. And again, it doesn't have to be as specific as business owners. It can be very simple. Prospects and clients, right? Hey, I'm doing this for my prospects. And so what if you don't have a big email list? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about building it. Well, that's where partnering with those COIs come in. We can tap into their extended market. So have a guest come on, promote them. It's beneficial for both parties. It's a win-win or a plus-plus relationship. You can promote on social. You can promote via email. And we can start to bring those networks together. Or you can just share with a COI whose audience could benefit with them. And of course, social media, we can encourage clients to share with them as well. So don't forget to, we think about a lot lead gen and we think about acquiring new clients, but there's a ton of value in taking care of your current clients, right? We always want to water our own grass. And so what are you doing for your current clients to encourage referrals? So are you truly doing the most to create a unparalleled experience for them? Think about that and think about ways that you can go above and beyond. So timely content wins. Timely content is one of the best ways that we can create value, send valuable content, and get open rates to increase. So that's really important. We want to look at our email open rates and encourage you to go into the dashboard right now and look at your email rates. Where are they? And over the next couple months, let's look at just creating small changes to increase our open rates. And so with timely content, you can go into the FMG dashboard, no matter which package you have, and find timely content. But our Do It For Me content has gotten open rates on average of 70%. So if you're getting 70% of people to open your emails, that is really stinking good. So the average for the industry is 24%. So I encourage you to go into your FMG dashboard, check out your open rates and see what we can do over the next, couple months to encourage those open rates to go higher. So it can be those email automations. It can be some of those email sequences. I also want to touch on our referral campaign. So I don't know if you guys need this, but we do have a campaign that you can turn on and it will automatically send a referral campaign to your audience. So how do we get this set up? We do this, we come to our automated marketing. We can turn this on. So we want to make sure that that toggle is turned on. And I think something that, at least when I was an advisor, when I was a marketing director, sometimes that ask is hard, right? For me, it was fear of rejection, but sometimes that ask is hard. So we handle that cringeworthy communication. So you don't have to turn this on. We will set it up. We'll send it out on your behalf. And then all you have to do is sit back and watch those referrals come in. So we can configure that audience. You'll get campaign notifications. And so what is this referral campaign? We send out the referral for you. It is a series of emails that I said go out quarterly. You can identify your audience, and then you are in charge of that follow-up. Then as those referrals come in, you can identify those follow-up opportunities, invite them to webinars, invite them for a consultation, and continue to build your audience there. So that is kind of an example of that. But would love to see in the chat if anyone is taking advantage of the referrals or if you're wanting to incorporate this. All right. Oh, it is a great feature. It is one of my favorites. Events and webinars. So I've been talking a lot about webinars, and in the chat, I'm going to add a webinar I just did last week with Samantha Russell, one of our chief evangelists, and we did a webinar on webinars. So I will add that here in a little bit. And events and webinars are such a great way to take advantage of growing your audience, reaching them. And again, I think some people are like, oh, I know I want to do webinars, but I'm worried I won't be able to get a lot of people there. If you get one person there, that is a win, because you know what? You can utilize these webinars. You can take the recording, you can create videos of it, you can create snippets, add to your blog, add to social, right? So if you're needing that friendly nudge to start webinars, today is your day. Go ahead, go out on a limb, do it. Starts with one. But 99% of advisors say, if I can just get in front of people, I'll close the deal, right? So how can we get in front of people? That's why we're talking about lead gen. That's why we're talking about these referrals. And a really great way to get in front of a lot of people all at once from the comfort of your own home or your office is webinars. So the highest converting marketing activities that we have seen are events. Events are a great way, whether they are in person or virtual. People want to come together. They love the sense of community. I think that is one of our drivers for our Did You Know series is community, right? This is an event we can come together, we can share great ideas in the chat and do that. So these are just some of these ideas. Highest converting marketing activities. Of course, on here we have Google ads and Bing ads, social media ads, organic social media, marketing SEO, but events are one of the biggest opportunities to get in front of people, and it is used by hyper growth firms. So thinking about those firms that are growing quickly, it's because they are taking advantage of webinars and all of that. So webinars, virtual workshops, create it once and repurpose it multiple times. Like I said, it's hard to get people to watch at that maybe live time, but let's repurpose this content. So allow people to watch after, make it on demand. Like we do this, like we send this out afterwards, they can watch it on their own time and their own terms. And then we can create snippets of it, add it to social media. You can use something as simple as Canva to create snippets of these recordings. And of course you can put it on an approved page. We recommend YouTube, but you also want to see what's approved for you. And answer questions your clients and prospects have. So allow people to get to know you. You are the face of your organization. You are the bellwether. You have so much knowledge and great personalities, and you guys have so many good things going on. Let's share that. And so video and slides are a great way to do that. And tools like Zoom or whatever your approved webinar platform is, great place to do that. And bring on other experts, right? We talked about those CMEs, we talked about those COIs. Bring them on, have them come on, and have them showcase their expertise as well, and also more opportunities. So within the dashboard, you can easily create webinars using the FMG events tool. If you have a premium subscription, you have pre-made event templates, which make it really easy. So you can come in here. We just launched this, so hot off the press, our State of the Markets presentation, invitation, event template went live yesterday. So you guys are really like the first to hear about it. So it's in there, go check it out. And this is a pre-made event template. You can use this as an in-person event, or you can make it a virtual event. But yeah, you're the first to hear about it. I'm so excited to announce that. But you can promote events with the click of a button. So that is another reason why people hesitate doing events. Like, man, promotion is a lot of work. And so if we're looking at this through the lens of lead gen and referrals and whatnot, we can easily promote this. So we can use these emails and send it out via social media. And of course, make these as into videos. So YouTube, if you've been to some of my other webinars, I've used this slide before. I just think it is so fascinating. But YouTube is the second largest search engine behind Google. And popularity of short form video is soaring. So think about those reels you might see on Instagram or short videos you see on LinkedIn or Facebook. Those are huge and gaining popularity. And most people listen to YouTube videos almost as if they're a podcast. So they'll listen to it in the car. They're not watching it. They're listening to it. So again, just providing that commentary. And if you're ever thinking about ideas for blogs, the ideas for webinars, for events and videos, we're going to go into that. So I have put together some recommended content planning for February. So again, wanting to, yes, right? I'm seeing this in the chat. My 16-year-old does that all the time, right? They're consistently listening and watching these videos. And so how can you utilize some of these tactics? But we wanted to make February easy for you. So this is a plug and play. So either take screenshots, write this down. This is your recommended content that you can share coming up in the next month. So you have a couple, the rest of the month to plan this out, schedule it out so you can sit back and relax February or even start planning for March. But content planning, the state of the markets, like I said, it was just released. And so this presentation covers how stocks performed in 2023, so the years prior, what drove market performance, where are we now, and what are some of those forecasts for 2024. So you can download this presentation. There's an invitation there. You can add your own logo to this. So what's really cool about these presentations, you can add your logo, and there are notes here as well. So hot tip, compliance loves these because presentations made, there are speaking notes in there, and you don't have to do a lot of the graphic design. You just plug and place your logo and your contact information in here. So go in, check it out. Run it as a webinar. And if you are running the whole presentation as a webinar and you're promoting it on LinkedIn, tag me. I would love to see this come to life. And also content planning. The 2024 tax guide is available as a white paper downloadable. So this is great for lead gen. You can use this when you connect with someone on LinkedIn as a value add and send it to them. You can send it to clients and prospects. So the 2024 tax planning white paper helps clients stay prepared for this upcoming tax season. And there is a social sequence as well so that you can come into your social media and share this. And that 2024 annual tax guide is a look at changes, the differences in tax information for 2024. So great value add. Maybe if you're partnering along with a COI that's a CPA, they might really enjoy this. And another piece of content, and where do you find these tax guides? They are in the FMG library. So if you go to the content library and you type in tax, you should be able to find it. And then January is also Financial Wellness Month. So it's not too late to incorporate the National Financial Wellness Month social sequence, the downloadables, so unlocking the treasure for financial wellness. How people are utilizing downloadables. There's a couple different ways. Like I said, hey, you know what? You linked up with someone on LinkedIn, send them a message. I'm so glad we connected. Hey, you know what? We just put out this downloadable. Would love for you to look at it. Let me know if you find value in it. You can also share these via email. Really great way to do that. So not too late to take advantage of Financial Wellness Month and holidays and observances coming up, right? So we can, if you have your holidays campaign turned on, you can, or if you haven't done it, turn it on. But Valentine's Day, there's a chart of gratitude greeting card. And then of course it is Women's History Month. So they're in March coming up. So there's some social sequences, Billie Jean King, Betty Duke. They highlight some really great women of history. So go in and check those out if you haven't and schedule them out so that you can do that and we can call some of that marketing plan executed. And today's giveaway. So this is something I was waiting to do till the end, but everyone that is in attendance today, we are giving you a free Do It For Me email. So this is one that was created specifically for our Do It For Me program, and it is an email to CPAs. So it's really wonderfully written, and it is, we are a financial advisory firm located, and you can just add your add your specifics in there, specializing in serving high net worth clients. We have heard a lot of positive things about your firm and we wanted to connect. So how do you use this? You would send this to CPAs in your area and an opportunity to network with them, to build your audience, and to create a partnership. So the email goes on to read, our firm works with individuals, families, and businesses and trusts, and many of whom have complex tax situations, and we're looking for an experienced CPA. We often find ourselves without an ideal referral and wonder if you're currently accepting new clients, right? So this is friendly, has great tone, great voice. You can use as is, or you can add your own to it as well. So what's cool is you could use this for CPAs, but you could even use this for other COIs. So you can use the same message and just change it out for estate attorneys, tax attorneys, general practice attorneys, divorce attorneys, you name it, real estate agents, whoever it might be. So that is one of our giveaways today. So you're getting a free DIFM email that you can use. So you just download that from the email we send to you and you can upload it and send to your audience. Also, how to systemize your referral process. So we're giving this away. It's a one-pager that we can send, or that we'll send to you, and it's examine your recent referrals, find a starting point, maintain consistency, and tips and tricks for creating that systematic way to acquire referrals. So that's, and there's more. So if you didn't attend the December webinar, we provided content topic calendar for 2024. This was really hot. We got a lot of requests for this afterwards, so we decided to send it to you again so you can have it handy, and of course a 2024 success kit. So our best ideas and resources for impactful marketing for the year ahead. So this can supplement your marketing plan, can supplement all the great work you're doing, but ways to stand out in the new year. Welcome to 2024 with an optimized website, how to boost your reach, a lot of fun tips there. So that we will be sending out afterwards. And our promotion today. So attendees with an essential package have the chance to win additional package add-ons to help grow your business in 2024. So winners will be contacted by email on Friday. We're going to pick them at random, those that have the essential package. And 5 winners will receive Lead Studio. So that's those forms, opportunity to capture those leads. And 5 winners will receive the Event Builder upgrade as well. So that's those event templates and promotional and social media. So there'll be 10 winners total, those that are eligible for those upgrades. So watch for your email on Friday if you're eligible to win those. And so what is Lead Studio? This is an example of it. An essential package, that's the basic FMG package without the add-ons. And so learn how to avoid these 6 common tax errors, right? So our Lead Studio has pop-ups, it has form fills, it has customization here to help with those lead pieces. So fingers crossed, some of you will be some lucky winners and get either Lead Studio or the event tool. So again, these are these event templates where you can come in, makes events really easy, and get those and turn those on. So here is the event tool example that we will be giving away to 5 lucky winners. And of course, if you haven't thought about our Do It For Me marketing, I hold your phone up, grab that QR code, because we've all said it, I just need someone to do it for me. And this is that program that does exactly that. And it is that monthly content marketing. It is exclusive content written specifically with you in mind and towards your target audience. We increase that client engagement. Like I said, our email open rates for our different program are so much higher. So if you haven't thought about this, or you just need a little bit of help getting your marketing executed, this is a great way. We also help with a quarterly event as well. So we help you provide the tool and foundation to run a quarterly event. And if you haven't done so yet, download the FMG app. And in the chat, want to see you guys. If you are utilizing the FMG mobile app, it makes it so easy to send those timely emails to your prospects or to your clients. So if you're not utilizing the FMG app, please go do so, download it, and we're going to get into the demo. So I am going to show you guys a content library, and I'm going to show you where you can go to turn on that referral campaign. And if you don't have it, you can always upgrade to add it. So we come in here and we come to our automated marketing in the left-hand toolbar, or we come here, automated marketing, give it a second. It got a little sleepy during my presentation, I guess, but, and come on. But we come in here to automated marketing and you toggle it on. And while that is loading, because it's taking a second, this is an example of those referral messages. So if we come into the automated marketing, we turned it on. This is an example of those referral emails that will be sent out to who you decide. So this is an example of email number 1 that will go out. This is an example of email number 2 and email number 3. And again, these go out quarterly. So great email. It's conversational. This is an example of what it says. It says, there's a subject line, anything new on the horizon? As the weather begins to warm up and spring approaches, it's a great time to let us know you anticipate any changes to your personal finances. Well, we have a strategy in place that's critical to make that sure we are aware of anything you expect to be on the horizon. If something comes in mind, such as a big purchase, job change, birth of a child or grandchild, please contact our office and schedule time to connect. Additionally, if you know anyone who may be at a financial crossroad, we would be happy to schedule a complimentary consultation with them. So great way to turn that on. All right. And I love it in the chat. We have some people laughing and having a great time. Yay. So yes, we can come into the content library, come into the automated marketing and turn on that referral. We also talked about, here we go. My computer is deciding to take a little nap. Here we are. So automated marketing or client referrals. So we come in here, toggle this on and configure it. So it's important that we're configuring this. We might not want this to go to our prospects. We want to make sure we send it to our clients or maybe your tier 1 clients or your tier 2 clients. So always the importance of having an organized dashboard there. So that is the client referrals. And then I want to show you an example of that do it for me message that we are sending to you as a follow-up giveaway, complimentary. So I'm going to come in here to my emails and I'm going to come to my sent and scheduled because I sent it up. So what I did was I downloaded that email that you'll get and I uploaded that email. And this is what it looks like when it comes into, and you can get it sent out. Great way to ask for introductions and referrals. But this is an example of what it looks like. Again, it's branded, looks nice. This is the COI do it for me message that you will send. And then you can send it out. And if you're looking for CPA, you know, for example, if you're looking for CPAs, I would go to Google and I would do a little search and find, you know, 5 or 10 that you wanted to send this to. All right. So that is all for our demo today. I just want to show you guys where we can go on to turn those referrals on and what that do it for me email looks like. And of course, save the date. So there is a save the date for our next Did You Know series coming up. And slideshow. So these are the dates. Put them on your calendar. Wednesday, February 21st. Come hang out with me again. And of course, content marketing will be going through that in March. So come join the party. Put these on your calendar. We'd love to see you guys. And I want to open it up to any Q&A right now. Anything that maybe we want to see. I have a couple minutes before we jump off. And as we are looking at questions, if you're looking to upgrade, so maybe if you don't have Lead Studio, this is the exact place you can do it. So you can scan this QR code and you can add that as a add-on. So Lead Studio is really cool because we have those pop-ups. So when you're driving traffic to your website, you can get a pop-up to capture those leads. And we have some with downloadables and really cool things that we can do. So if you don't have Lead Studio, or if you're looking for more questions, or maybe if you don't have the referral campaign, great place to do this. but we focus on retirees. Social media doesn't work at all. Email marketing has been unsuccessful, but SEO has worked. Any suggestions? Yes. And so that is one of the things about marketing. And I can't remember the book off the top of my head, but there is an old saying called fire bullets before cannons. And so depending on who your target audience is, depending on who your clientele is and whatnot, I always say fire bullets before cannons. So it sometimes takes a little bit to figure out what marketing strategies work for you and your target audience and your personality and what you have the time and energy to put forth. And so fire bullets, right? Try social media first and give it a span of time, and then try social media, try videos, try blogs, try bringing COIs in. And then once you find someone that works, then I say fire cannons, right? Then start to put more maybe money or time or energy towards some of those tactics. So if you're thinking about retirees, we're actually seeing an uptick in retirees on social media. So maybe think about what you're sharing on social media. Think about the types of content you're putting on, and maybe it needs to be something a little more personal that they can engage with, or email marketing, maybe think about those types of emails you're sending, and maybe they need to be a little bit more tailored to your target audience. So just thinking about some ideas there. And we are looking but again, thinking about retirees, think about what topics are important for your audience. So Medicare, Social Security, retirement, all really great ways to do this. And thinking about, if you're working with retirees, really great way to think about that is, who are their beneficiaries, right? We can start to now expand on that and expand on maybe bringing in their grandchildren or meeting with the whole entire family as we're thinking about estate planning, as we're thinking about those next steps. Great way to easily build a network is ask them to bring their beneficiaries with them on meetings, or to share their plan with them. But success with mailers, right? So mailers are a great, fun way to do that. We haven't really talked a lot about that. But that's a really fun one as well. So again, thinking about who your target audience is and think about how they like to digest their information is a really great way. And also, yes, survey your clients, right? If you're ever questioning what your clients want to see or hear from you, ask them, right? Make that part of your onboarding process. Add that as a question or as a follow-up. Hey, what's your preferred method of communication? Hey, what topics would you like to hear from us? That is a great way to ask, or even ask, at the next family event, ask the crazy uncle, hey, what do you like to hear about, right? They might give you some good inspiration on that. All right, so we are up with time. Thank you so much for joining. It is such a pleasure to see you all. I love seeing friendly faces that I get to see time and time again. And if this is something you think would be of value, maybe to someone else in your office, make sure to share this and follow us on YouTube as well. So thank you guys so much. I look forward to seeing who wins those promotions, and I would love to see how you guys are incorporating those giveaways. Follow me, and we'll see you next month. Thank you all. See ya.